So, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon or good morning, regardless where you're calling from. I'm happy you're able to join us today. Just as some housekeeping rule, you can try to mute your microphone until it's your time to speak. And we're privileged to have Henry Baffoe from the Big Data Ghana. He's presenting something. Then from there, we'll have a presentation by Stephen Correll. Then we'll have a presentation from Michael Gould, or he'll give us a talk on this wonderful GIS day. So, Henry Baffoe, the floor is yours, sir.
All right, thank you, Ken. Good morning to everyone. I trust we are all doing well. I just want to spend the next few minutes to present what Big Data Ghana is working on in terms of GIS and remote sensing in agriculture. The objective of this platform is to support the open data vision and make sure that, spatial agri data is readily available. For the start in Ghana, as you can see, the scope of the platform is concentrated on Ghana, but later on to expand it to other institutions based on partnerships we are able to put together. This platform is built on the open Golden Open Agri Data Guideline principle. So if you look at the data categorization, we have agronomy and agri technology, we have policy and administration, we have socioeconomic, and then natural resources. And under natural resources, we have the meteorological data, elevation data, hydrological data, soil data, vegetation data, land use, socioeconomic data. We have the land use and productivity, value chain, official records, market data. Every one of them, when you drop down, like you can see for value chain, we have product data, company profile, food safety inspection result. So we didn't redo the work. We just took the open data guideline document from Gould and then just built the framework for it, so that as we establish partnerships with key stakeholders, we are able to populate the platform for access by everyone. One of such arrangements is with Digital Earth Africa. We have been given access to their APIs, all their APIs. We are just gradually populating the platform with the data sets that they have. This is the first phase of the exercise we are doing. The next phase will be the analysis phase, where we are building the artificial intelligence to extract and then give predictions to especially productivity based on the farm sizes. So you can see some blue and some wine and then yellow or green colors here. These are actual farm locations. If you click on any one of them, it takes you right to that parcel. These were ground surveyed. These were not remote sense surveyed. These were ground surveyed, and from other projects that they have contributed the data to the platform. So you can see this is a cashew farm in Savannah region, and then the size. I remember in the course of the week, there were requests for some farm boundaries to be able to train some models. So at the end of the day, when we get all such data, institute data aggregated on this platform, then researchers like ourselves and other academic institutions can have access to the data set to improve whatever spatial data they have and whatever models they have. So that at the end of the day, contribute back to this platform for greater good. So this is the concept of the Ghana Agriculture Information Management System. It's at, I can say we are about 30% done. Um, there is more to be done, more data sets to populate. But at the end of the day, we believe that whilst we have access to analysis ready data, the goal is that when you click a particular farm boundary, you get all the relevant information that this can be applications, mobile applications can be built on top of this so that when especially agric extension officers are in the field and you are dealing with this particular farmer, for example, then you have information as to the rainfall, the soil type, the fertilizer quantity needed, the yield estimate, um, the type of landscape, the elevation. If you have to recommend a tractor service, what type of tractor is supposed to be working on that field. So this is the concept, and for now, this is what we have. This is what we have done. We have also the elevation data from Digital Earth Africa populated, so that, like I said, it gives us a sense of the nature of the topography of the farm that we are dealing with. Financial institutions eventually will be able to also have access to this platform when it has been heavily populated with all the relevant data to do the yield estimate, especially of farmers of farms that you'll be dealing with, so that readily they are able to take decisions as to what kind of credit facility they are able to make available to the farmers that they are dealing with. And also for input dealers, whether be it government, be it project, or be it a business entity, you know per the crop size, the land size, how much of fertilizer is needed, how much of seeds are needed, um, how much of other resources necessary, how much of labor and the time that is needed for harvesters to plow the land or to harvest the crops and all of that. So um, colleagues, this is what we have. And of course, we have other segments, but for this platform, the most important one of it is the data side. We have the news and event sections as well that we intend to populate. We have linked up with a number of Twitter feeds that are relevant. That's from Digital Earth Africa, Agra, Ministry of Agric, ECOWAS Agric, and all, so that, of course, whilst we direct traffic to this platform, and they know that data is available, and they know what is happening in the agric space, I believe that then they'll be more empowered to have adequate data to take the decisions that they do. I can see your tweet from the Digital Earth Africa platform with regards to the GISD. So it's more of a one-stop shop of all the relevant information that will be necessary for any agri stakeholder, especially for now in Ghana, but in the long run for the continent and some other countries that might be interested. So this is what I want to present to you this morning. I'll be happy for comments and suggestions and all other contributions that can make this work and work effectively.
Thank you very much, Henry, for this good presentation. And we welcome questions. And also, Henry worked closely with Edward Boma, also in this meeting. So, any reactions on this? Well, just to bring to context is that we had a presentation from Henry Baffoe from Big Data Ghana. And in the meeting, we've been joined by Eric Mwala from Ghana, Kairia from Zanzibar, Stephen Corel from Kenya, Lillian Wanyiri from Kenya, and Michael Gould calling from Spain, representing Esri and also representing the president himself, I think. Musa Josiah calling from Tanzania, Dilap, Dar es Salaam, and our colleague Hugo is based in NASA. So any reactions to this presentation? Then after the presentation from Henry Baffoe, we'll go to Stephen Corel, who will have the microphone, present something. Then Michael Gould will give us a presentation of an overview of Esri and maybe a special message for GIS Day. Then from there, we'll have any other reactions. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this call. So, Henry, I think there's no comment, but the guys are so happy with this presentation. It gives us an opportunity for interoperability of our products. You can access the API from the Africa. You can access other data sets. And these will help Ghana in addressing food security, among other SDG goals. And thank you very much for the presentation. Stephen Corel, are you ready with the presentation today? Yes. Stephen Corel, are you there?
Hello, everybody. Yes, I am here. Hello.
You have the microphone, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. I hope that all of you are okay. I have a small presentation. Can I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. My name is Stephen Corel. I am an agri-data enthusiast. I've been trying to do change detection, to create a change detection map of a major water tower in the escarpment, in the Rift Valley escarpment. It's called Kaptagat Forest. So on some of the dailies, this was one of the dailies in 2018, it was talking about the shrinking of the forest and how it has affected the water levels. So I saw it fit to do change detection to see if probably the forest is the area of the forest is declining or not. So I used Digital Earth Africa, the sandbox, to do the analysis. You know, before Digital Earth Africa, this is an analysis that I think would have taken a lot of time trying to collect and aggregate the data from different sources and then putting them in a repository, trying again to come and analyze. But Digital Earth Africa has done a very good job in collecting all these in one platform. So something that should have been done in a very complex way can now be done in a very simple way. So the change detection was from 2013 to 2019 with a baseline on 2016. This is what I did in the Digital Earth Africa platform. And this is the extent, this is the extent of the forest or the water tower. as you can see, this place is called Kaptagat. And can you see my cursor?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Can you see my cursor?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Now this area is called Kaptagat Forest. This area which has been bounded by the red box, and this is the escarpment. This is the Rift Valley escarpment, and this is the floor of the Rift Valley. And these are the water towers that always feed most of these areas in the Rift Valley floor. So I chose that area for the analysis. And these are just some of the NDVI values, a comparison of two then through the platform also, I did a composite of the baseline and also a composite of the post baseline. This was, of course, to remove the cloud pixels so that it can be used for analysis. Then, as you can see here, I have two maps. In one map here, we're talking about all statistically significant change. This is in either way. So it shows areas or pixels that have changed as either increased or decreased. So there's a map that shows both, whether it has increased or decreased. And as you can see here, this other one, this is statistically significant deforestation. So this is a map or is an analysis that shows pixels or areas where the pixel values, the NDVA values it decreased. So through the platform also, I was able to calculate the percentage, the percentage change. So for all the values that changed, it was around 11.63%. That was all the values in either way. That is, if it is about deforestation or deforestation. That is, if it has increased, the NDVI values have increased or decreased. So it was 11.63%. But the one that was probably for deforestation was around 8.03%. So I took that map and I loaded it up in QGIS, and at least I loaded it up in QGIS so that I can be able to understand exactly if I can give this map to a layman. Can that layman be able to understand, or can that layman navigate to those areas that probably I feel that there were deforestation or afforestation? So as you can see from the map, we have, I'm not sure if this is red, yeah, red patches or brown patches, and the green patches. The green patches represent places where the tree cover has increased, and the red or brown patches represent areas where the tree cover or the forest cover has reduced. Yeah, so this was something that I did to try and understand the issue of deforestation. And I think such kind of intervention can be it can be a very interesting, this can be a very interesting organizations like KFS, that is Kenya Forestry, KFS, Kenya Forestry Service, Kenya Forest Service, and probably KEFRI, that is Kenya Forest Research Institute. They can be able to understand and use such kind of maps to be able to make decisions, probably to go and check why is it that there is deforestation, or they can be able to roll out plans based on such kind of maps. Yeah, so that was the end of my presentation. Probably if there are questions on the same, I'm open to questions.
Oh, Stephen Correll, this is very good presentation. Thank you so much. At least from the last time we spoke, you finished your training course, and now you've developed this good use case. and
Thank
you
you.
already
Thank you
showed
so much.
us last time the work on the crop health. So I can see your graduation has really, things are really looking good. And
Yes.
also, this gives us an opportunity of even sharing the results. If you're so kind, you can take a screenshot and share in our WhatsApp group. So to
Okay.
encourage some of us, it would be very nice. So any reactions to Stephen's presentation before we move to Michael Gould? Or you'd like to set chat Stephen Correll to give you some tips? I think silence means maybe
Actually, I have a
yes, August.
I have a question. So in the map you're showing, you have deforested areas and forested areas. Now I get the deforested areas. Are the forested areas that still remain forest, or is that new forest that has been gained?
Come up again.
So looking at your screen, right? You have the deforested areas. I imagine those are the ones that have lost their tree cover.
Yes.
But you also have some green patches, forested areas. Are those areas that have gained new vegetation?
It can be both. Areas that have gained new vegetation and probably areas that used to have vegetation, yes, but it has increased the percentage or the level of tree cover. Probably such kind of questions I can be able to answer if I do some ground truthing. Probably I can go to some of those few areas and understand exactly if it is about new vegetation or it is vegetation that has just increased in terms of the percentage.
So what does this say? So Stephen, what does this say overall? I mean, I like the analysis, but what's the conclusion? Because I'm seeing, more forested areas and deforested. Does that mean the forest is continuing just moving around?
No, actually, from the percentage calculation or the percentage change that I did from the platform, from the sandbox, the deforestation, the deforestation percentage is a bit higher than the forestation or areas which has gained tree cover. But I think that can be attributed by the fact that the area of extent was beyond only the area of focus that I wanted to, because as you can see, we have these other areas which I can assume that probably these are people's farms or something of the sort. And most of these places, probably people have cut down the trees that they had in their farms. Yeah. But I think that question of yours, I think I will go, I'll clip the exact area of focus, then be able to do the calculations with regards to the exact area of focus, then give you the statistics on the same.
I see. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. August. Yeah.
Stephen, don't worry about these tough questions from August. It's an area he's not familiar with, and also possibly the trend in the region has been a lot of deforestation over time due to other competing factors like urbanization. Some people are selling their small pieces of land and building up new homes. So if you've been to this area, I've seen many houses come up. So I'm trying to answer Obuz in a way that I've seen, and also we'll work closely with the guys on the Kenya Forest Service to bring them to speed. So thank you very much, Stephen, for this presentation. We are so happy to see how this journey has taken you. And I wish to invite Michael Gould to give us a presentation. It'd be very nice to hear from Esri.
Okay, hello everyone. Let me try to share my screen here. Looks like someone else is sharing now. You have to give me control. Let me know when you can see.
I can see you now.
Okay, hopefully now you see my screen.
Yes.
Excellent. So again, hello everyone. It's a pleasure to share part of GIS Day with you all. I'm Michael Gould and I work in Esri's education team. So we are essentially the bridge between 350,000 more or less large organizations using Esri software and more than 10,000 universities that are also utilizing the software for research and for teaching purposes. And we work with other educational institutions as well, such as ministries and schools and libraries, etc. So I won't give you the Esri talk, but focus a bit on capacity development. I've just joined the the Digital Earth Africa capacity building team, and we're working on materials and curriculum materials and trying to determine what we'd like to make available. So I wanted to just show a few things that, as I think you know, the whole GIS field is moving to the cloud. And so increasingly now, rather than having just a desktop GIS sitting on your desk, we connect to apps, and we connect to apps from our mobile devices, from the web, from our desktop, etc. And this is just one app out of hundreds that we could show you, which is called the Sentinel Explorer. And I was just using this morning when I gave a talk at Arba Minch University in Ethiopia. And so, you know, we jumped into the Sentinel Explorer and we had a look at their campus. And this is just an example of how you get access to the quote unquote latest imagery. In this case, it's an image from November 4. And we can go through here and we can sort of on the fly, you know, create an NDVI and do a few other types of filtering activities. And this is a global data set, so we can sort of zoom out in real time and it's calculating these values. And there's a set of operations here on the left-hand side where we can set masks and we can use a time selector to look for particular time periods. And we can, you know, add data from ArcGIS Online, and we can save the data, and we can go through a tutorial to learn how the system works. So this is just one example of hundreds or thousands of possible applications that we want to see proliferating. And we hope that Digital Earth Africa will start publishing more of these applications. We saw a nice example in Ghana. And so we think this is going to be the way that people can be most productive in the future, is rather than having to download gigabytes of data to their desktop and work away for hours or days at a time, they'll be able to connect live to data sources and run some of these operations on the cloud. So that's something which, you know, we'd like people to know about and to start using. This is a free application. Anyone can go online here, sentinel2explorer.esri.com. And there's another one for Landsat. And of course, these are just examples. These are applications that someone can build themselves, get access to a data cube, get access to any particular data source, and create specific applications for people to do their work. I think you're probably aware of Esri's Africa GeoPortal, which we're doing our best to sort of harmonize with Digital Earth Africa's portals, plural. And so we encourage everyone to get involved with the Africa GeoPortal. It's also free to jump in.
Inspiring community.
Excuse me?
No problem.
Okay, so we encourage people to jump into the Africa GeoPortal to create a user, to provide data, to access data. This should be a sharing platform. And one of the interesting aspects of this Africa GeoPortal is that there's a learn link here, which takes you to a subset of free learning activities, which actually come from our website, which is called learn.arcgis.com. And Learn is a collection of free exercises, courses, mini courses, 30 minutes here, an hour there on particular very focused topics, more than 200 courses available in multiple languages. And this allows you to freely test various methodologies and various parts of the ArcGIS platform. So you can jump in and you can do some experimentation utilizing image analysis on ArcGIS Online, or image analysis utilizing ArcGIS Pro, or lots of different combinations of technology and data sources. Each of the lessons provides everything you need. The lesson materials, access to the data, and access to the software. If you don't have Pro, they give you access to Pro. If you don't have an ArcGIS Online account, they give you an ArcGIS Online account. So it's a self-contained environment, this Learn. See if I can move my screen a bit here because I'm not seeing everything. This is one of the Learn paths. We've got paths or collections of learning materials. It was just published. Now there are 5 sections here providing an introduction to remote sensing. So the basic things that you would expect regarding getting access to imagery and visualization and the filtering and the basic types of exercises. There are 10 more coming, which are going to have some more advanced exercises, some data fusion, bringing in SAR data, a little bit of geo AI, some artificial intelligence to help with classifications, etc. So these are the types of materials that we're making available to the general public. Of course, we want people to know about our platform. We want people to know what's available. What I think all of us are sometimes frustrated about is that our own organizations have been around for a while and people still don't know exactly what we are or what we offer or all the possibilities. So this is one of the ways to sort of get the possibilities out there onto the screen. People can start experimenting for themselves, and they can get experience in the case of imagery with processing the imagery within the Pro platform or on the server platforms, various, and also access from mobile devices. So those are just a few things I wanted to talk about today. I'll be happy to take your questions. And if you'd like to know about something else from the Esri world, please let me know.
Thank you very much, Michael, for the presentation and also for joining us from far and also making time to be part of us. DE Africa is very committed to continue this partnership with Esri, especially with the Africa Geoportal, and also we are very key on the interoperability so that we don't leave anyone behind in Africa. Thank you so much for making the time. Any questions to ask to Michael? It's a very big privilege to have him on this meeting. Or are we still shocked with what is happening?
Hello, thank you very much, Mike. This is Henry from Ghana.
Yes.
I really enjoyed the presentation. I learned a lot. I have seen a lot of things that I'll explore after our meeting. What I wanted to find out, if possible, is this Sentinel-2 Explorer. Is it when the results are done? I saw you calculate NDVI on the fly. When it's done like this on the platform, are you able to share? Do you have APIs that we'll be able to share the analysis and the results on other platforms?
There are options for exporting and also for saving. Yeah. There are a couple different things. You'll be able to share a link to what has happened, but you can also share images of what's been produced. It's quite limited, however. I mean, it's an application that's made to be a demonstration. If you would like to share in a particular way, you add that functionality, obviously. These applications we're creating utilizing the web app builders and the similar application builders that Esri provides as well, so that you can either get into the code and program exactly what you want, or you can utilize the templates and the widgets to create applications that are maybe less functional, more general, but without any programming involved.
All right, thank you.
So any other question for Henry?
Yeah, just adding on, one of the issues with the applications, of course, is that any application you show doesn't do everything for everybody, right? So people need to understand it's a sample application, right? You would take it and customize it.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Okay, my pleasure.
So any other question, or we wish to invite him another time for us to present to him what we are doing with the Geoportal? He will be very happy to hear about this.
Indeed. And I hope to be able to visit you all face to face when this all blows over.
Very soon, I think early next year with the vaccine.
We certainly hope so.
Thank you so much, Michael, for making the time.
Okay.
Let us ask if there's any reaction or any other presentation from someone. We normally have these weekly sessions every Wednesday, 11 a.m. GMT. This is West Africa time, or Ghana Man time, as they have the acronym for GMT. And we normally hear from everyone. Like today, we've heard from 2 persons, and I'm supported in this weekly meetings by my colleague Edward Boma, based in Ghana, and also my colleague August, who works with NASA at Analytics Mechanics, working closely together. So, August, do you have any question for Michael? Today you're so quiet.
No, actually, very good presentation, Michael. I was trying to run the tool. I imagine you need to sign up for an account. Are the accounts free for everyone, or is this something that we have to subscribe to for these?
Yes, you can get a free account. Yeah, you just need to go in and add, give your email address. We don't need to know exactly who you are, but yeah, you need to be a user.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's an ordinary public Esri account.
No, very nice. I've been playing around with it. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's actually not as fast as the Landsat Explorer, and that's for some technical reasons on the back end, but it's quite functional.
So on many occasions, GSD has been very good opportunity for us to connect, and we are very grateful to have Michael Gould. So if there's no any other question from anyone, we could move to other queries.
Please, I wanted to, Ken, sorry.
Yes, sir.
I just
Yes,
wanted
please.
to find out. I mean, Michael is not on the WhatsApp platform. How about if we want to reach him sometime after this presentation?
Yeah, I'll add in the chat window here my email. Please do contact me.
Great.
It's just mgould@esri.com.
Okay.
Be happy to take your queries. And it doesn't need to be on educational matters. If you've got matters on something technical or something thematic, please let me know and I can find the right person to help you.
All right, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Michael, for making the time.
Okay, my pleasure.
So any other presentation or query before we wind up the session and let you guys work on the training materials and the great work that you're doing, or maybe you dash to another online GIS meeting. I know today you are bumped with many meetings. Henry, you're running into another meeting, I know, a very busy man.
Yes. Yes, there's a student, there's a high school competition, GIS online competition. I think Esri sponsors that, and we have to convene and then evaluate what they have done and then pick a winner.
Is that being run by James Agre?
Yeah, James,
Yeah.
Akujo Special.
He's very good. His team is good, yeah.
So I'm very happy to see connections being established, and we'll establish much more. So any other questions, or we end up here so that we can connect later in our WhatsApp group, and maybe later we'll give more feedback to Michael. So Michael, we are so humbled for your us connecting with us, and we look at forward that contacting you via email, and also having another forum like this one that we can present actually to you so that we give you the feedback. Thank you so much, Michael.
I see there's a question from Edwin asking about the portal address. Which portal was that, Edwin, that you're referring to? I'm not sure if that was a question for me or for someone else.
The Esri address that you put there.
Which one was that? The Learn portal, or?
Yeah, the learning portal where we have the real example.
Okay, so there's learn.arcgis.com. I just pasted that in there.
Right, thank you.
And as I mentioned, it's multilingual, so our Francophone friends and Chinese friends and others can join in as well and can take all the lessons. So it's a very nice system. It's not a system that my team builds. I can say, as a third party, that it's very well done. They're very busy, and if you've got requests, mini courses that you would like to see added to the platform, please let me know also, because they're very good at incorporating new materials, such as these new remote sensing 5 sections of courses.
That would be great. After exploring it, I'll get back to you.
Okay.
So thank you very much, Michael. I think everyone has had a chance to look at the material, and I'll actually write a summary of this meeting so that everybody can be able to see what we covered today. It was very rich information to see what we can do, and also the partnership with Esri is very key for the Africa Geoportal, and us, we are more interested in the use cases that are able to bring impact, communicate with policymakers so that we can create some change. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. I wish you a great day ahead. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you too. Right.
Okay, enjoy GIS Day. Have a
Happy
piece
GIS
of cake or a beer or whatever you do to celebrate GIS Day.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.